Welcome to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always.
Can't even keep a straight face.
All right, welcome to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast. By the way, for my co-host, this is from China. Okay, Japan and China are two totally different countries. Get it right, man. Not even ready for the video before. You weren't ready, Willing and Gable. But anyway, we're going to talk about breaking ground. We're going to break some ground. Yeah. So, basically, we open up this episode of Breaking Ground pretty much where the last week's episode ended, with a bunch of raises and Cal Bishop being fired. Well, let go, not fired, but, you know, same difference, really, if you think about it. I just felt really bad for Cal. You know, it wasn't like he wasn't a good worker. It wasn't like he was a bad guy or got in trouble. You know, his body just couldn't hold up for him, and he kept having injuries, you know, which kind of sucks, but you know, hopefully maybe he'll get over it and, you know, his body will start, you know, working for him in the future and he'll maybe get another chance. You know, they said the door's always open. So it's not like, you know, if he, you know, if his shoulder gets better in the future, he could always come back and, you know, try again. We did get some reaction from some of the other NXT competitors about Cal being let go, which was kind of cool. Kind of shows that, you know, it is a competitive environment, but, you know, they're kind of like a family. So put the damn towel away. Yes, Cal, never give up. Never give up with a cheap towel when you can't afford to buy the actual towel. So you have to buy a freaking dish towel and draw with turkey.
Hey, it wasn't that I couldn't afford it. It was that my Halloween I did was last minute, so they're not gonna ship it in 3 seconds. So you gotta make do what you got.
I mean, or you should have planned ahead of time. You know,
I didn't. So then what?
Any thoughts on the opening segment? I guess I don't know.
Yes, Cal, never give up, bruh.
Because you're DJ's boy.
Close, very close. I like Cal a lot though. I thought it was unfortunate that he got let go. Like I said, I didn't get to see that last little bit of last week, so this was kind of a refresher course for me. Seeing these guys get raises, and Jason Guerrero was like, I gotta up my level now. You know, I gotta be JJ. You know, maybe that's why he came with the nickname. As soon as he got a raise, he's like, okay, now I gotta be JJ. You know, maybe I don't know. Cal Bishop, I hope he gets a chance again because, you know, obviously once you get released, it's not necessarily the end of the world for you. I'm hoping he tries his luck in some other places, and then, you know, maybe comes back because I know it's kind of his dream. So, and he's worked hard at it. It seems like from what I've seen from him, the little bit we've seen of him here. So, you know, I want to see some more Cal Bishop. I don't know really what he could do about the shoulder issue. I don't know if that would like require some kind of extensive therapy to like get it to where it wouldn't pop out as easily. I'm not really sure about that, but I feel like I hope he will be able to compete at least elsewhere, if nothing else.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, we're not orthopedic surgeons, so we don't know about the shoulder. You know, how you get that to pop in. Can you use like glue or something? Like, can you put a magnet in there and, you know, kind of
glue won't work. I promise.
I feel like it might. It might. If you get that Gorilla Glue stuff, that Gorilla Glue, that'll hold anything. I'm pretty sure it'll work. I'm almost positive. They should at least give it a try. But anyway, again, like I said, I'm not a doctor. I just duct tape, man.
I know. We realized that quickly. Once you got to the the deep country remedies. We got it.
So next, we see Carmella, Cass, and Bayley traveling to the airport on their way to Texas and Kentucky. This was the big tour in Texas, and I guess they also went to Kentucky and Nashville, which was, kind of, for a lot of them, their first, traveling with NXT, which was cool. Any thoughts on the steak that poor guy had to make it on the stovetop, so it wasn't good, and the rice was a day old? But I mean, you got freaking Carmella and Bayley. Why you complaining, bruh? Why you complaining? Anyway, thoughts?
That's true. That's true, but food, food is an also important thing to have. The women's is a thing you need, but I think the food is kind of one of those things you need a little bit more. But I didn't know about this. What was it, Baymella? I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know they were best friends. I thought that was kind of cool, and I also didn't know about Big Casmella. Doesn't go together as well. I didn't know. I didn't know they were together. I knew they, obviously they worked together, and I felt like she was with either Enzo or Cass, but I wasn't really sure. So I think that was kind of cool to see that they're like, living together and whatnot. I was like, okay, I see what you're doing. I felt kind of bad for Carmella though, because she was like, Bayley's in another different spot than me, and I'm gonna not survive. She was really sad, and I felt bad for her for a little bit. And then I realized she was a grown woman. She can make it.
Yeah, she a grown woman. She could do it. But moving on, because I mean, the steak looked pretty good anyway. I mean, I would have had that. And plus it was like 4:30 in the morning. Come on, you can't be complaining about. Come on now. Moving on, we meet Lovepreet Singh. This is not Jinder Mahal. This is Lovepreet Singh, a new talent just signed from India. I love this guy's name, and if they give him a different name for his ring name, I will be pissed, because Lovepreet is literally the coolest name ever in life. But anyway, they talk a little bit about how WWE scouts go around the world looking for new talent all the time, kind of looking at different styles, different fighting styles, things like that, to kind of bring new things back to incorporate into NXT, which is kind of cool. Any thoughts on this new signee?
Really, I thought it was kind of cool, like the different places they go to kind of recruit. I guess it's kind of one of the things you don't really think about. You're like, oh, they obviously go to every wrestling show ever and watch people wrestle. So it's kind of cool to see that they go to the different places. Obviously, you wouldn't really expect it. I feel like from the outside looking in, you'd be like, okay, they probably don't go to like India and just watch random whatever they were doing. They don't. It's a sport there. I just don't live in India, so I don't know what it is. But I think it's cool that they kind of go around the world and scout a little bit. And I think it's cool that it's kind of the trainers that do that. I was surprised that I was a little surprised that it was the trainers and not like just people who are designed to scout talent. But I guess the trainers would know better than anyone. So
yeah. So little side note on this episode, Jason Jordan got some catapults. He went to that Walmart. He got the Jordan knockoffs, the catapults. Oh man, I couldn't take him seriously, man. Come on now. What did you think of the catapults?
I mean, that's when Jason Jordan is black. He had to get, he might didn't have the real deal Holyfield, but at least he made him look good, because he could have went in there and got some Zims. He could have got some Olo, but he went in there and got him some catapults. Some catapults. I mean, he was looking fly. He was looking so fly. I might have to go get me some catapults. My shoes, they're getting kind of down in the dumps. So for Christmas, Mama. Okay, now I'm not gonna say that. 'Cause she probably would do it. She probably would be the first one running in Walmart. He said he wanted catapults. But yeah, I think it actually looks pretty decent. I was actually surprised. I was wondering what the logo was gonna look like. It was gonna be like Jordan with one leg or something. you know, I was wondering what the logo was gonna look like. But shout out to Jason Jordan, still trying to look fly, even in the slushy slosh of the rain. So I like it definitely. You know, he trying. He try. He's still trying to impress the women's out there on the road with the catapults. No shame. And did you see? Okay, what was really funny? He wasn't even trying to hide them. He wasn't even trying. I mean, he had his leg propped up, all in the window. Like, these my shoes right here. I think he might sign with Catapult. During his wrestling tenure, he might sign with Catapult. Just for being an avid supporter of Jason Jordan, helping him through some tough times. He might sign with Catapult, and then there'd be a big time deal, big thing. That's all I'm saying. Might get big.
I mean, LeBron just signed that big deal with Nike. Jason Jordan, he gotta sign that catapult deal. Or whatever company owns Catapult. It probably is Nike. It's probably like a cheap brand, knockoff brand that Nike owns. I don't know. But DJ Mama, he wants some of them catapults. He wants them signed by Jason Jordan. I can imagine a bunch of fans going out to Walmart, picking up boxes of catapults and having them sign them, put them on eBay. I can see it happening. I'm not saying I would do that or that I'm gonna do that, but
He is. He's gonna do it immediately, like now.
yeah, Walmart.
He's on eBay currently. He's on Walmart.com.
Walmart is open 24 hours. All right, we're good. Walk into Walmart. Yo, you got them catapults? You got them catapults? You got them? Where they at? But anyway, enough about the catapults. We talked way too much about the catapults. But I mean, they're catapults. Next, we get they go to the Louder Than Life festival, which is like a music and culture festival thing. It's the first time NXT's ever been there, so it's kind of a cool first thing. They had a signing there, and then they had a show a little bit later on. Any thoughts on the festival or the signing, or more of Baymella?
Yeah, I like that they do their little live events, at these venues like this, because it kind of brings everybody in. And I don't know, I can't remember if they did that show in a building or not, or if it was kind of on the outside venue. But it just kind of it brings a lot of more. I feel like it would bring a lot more people in. It's kind of, especially when you're small, and obviously NXT is just a developmental portion of WWE. But it reminds me a lot of like a smaller company, how they kind of have their stuff in different places. You'd have a wrestling show in a mall, and then like people would just happen to see it and be like, "Oh, okay, word, that's cool." Or maybe if you're a big fan, you would just actually come in and watch it. I just think that was kind of a cool little thing they did in the middle of the festival.
Yeah. And we get a little more of Baymella. So yes, WWE, you can officially make this into a storyline, like you tried to do with Charlotte and Paige. These two are actually best friends, so you can actually use that, they were once best friends storyline with them, just letting you know. Again, you don't have to hire me for creative, but you can. Just saying. Anyway, I need a better job. That's really what it is. That's really what it is. I can't deal with this minimum wage. I can't do it. Anyway, so at the Louder Than Life festival, Bayley gets a chance to kind of produce and coach one of the matches between my girl Alexa Bliss against that red-haired bimbo. But we don't need to talk about her. We need to talk about Alexa Bliss and Bayley doing a bomb job. I mean, she did it. She had a headset on, and she was doing it. I mean, she's the women's champion, but she looked good in the back, telling everybody what to do. I mean, she took that role right, and then there was the red-haired bimbo. But any thoughts on this match, or Bayley being an awesome coach, producer, and Alexa Bliss being hot?
I thought that was really cool. How Bayley kind of got a chance to help out with that, because it's kind of one of those things where like you kind of need to see where you're coming from before you can see where you're going, or you kind of need to see like the behind the scenes stuff before you can, really truly appreciate what you're doing. Similar to like, how you learn how to do camera work, and um, you learn how to analyze film and stuff before you actually start to actually film a film or be a part of a film. I just thought that was really cool because I feel like as fans we kind of see wrestlers as wrestlers. That's all they do. They wrestle, and that's it. That's all they do. But it was kind of cool, and I think she did a good job with it, and it sets up a lot of opportunities for like her future as well for after wrestling, which hopefully is a long time from now. But still, it sets up something for later. I just thought that was kind of cool. They gave her that opportunity, and that's a lot of trust to put in a wrestler, which they kind of know how it goes, but still, it's still a lot of trust to put into them.
Yeah, and Alexa Bliss too. Just
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah.
So anyway, where were we? Next, we talk. They talk a little bit about Baron Corbin wanting to basically be the top guy, but they aren't really sure if he's ready. Just with his character, his charisma, he hasn't. He needs to work on how portraying emotion to the WWE universe. And he kind of talked about how obviously we know before this he was a football player. He played for the Arizona Cardinals. And he talked about how coming up in football, you're always taught, hide emotion, don't show emotion. And this is the complete opposite. They want you to show emotion. They want you to, if you're a heel, show that and make the fans hate you. If you're a face, show that, make the fans love you. If you're John Cena, get the hell out of my ring. But I'm sorry. What did I just say? Anyway, any thoughts on Baron Corbin wanting to be that top guy and just needing to wait his turn?
The thing about I've always had an objection with like you want to be the top guy, but are you ready? I feel like it's kind of one of those things where you need to experience it first, and not to the point where you're you're overexposed, but like number one, NXT isn't a developmental brand anyway. So my issue is, if you feel like he's ready, but he's missing like some minor things, I feel like you can still give it to him. Um, and because a lot of times you're gonna grow just by being successful, just by being the champion, you're gonna grow anyway. We saw it with a guy like Rollins. We may didn't feel like he was necessarily ready for it, but with the experience of just having it, and unfortunately now having to take some time off, it gives them some time to learn, and sometimes you need to experience it first before you can truly know, how to feel about it. Because a lot of times, once you get a taste of the success, you're going to want more of it. So you're going to want to improve so you can get more of it. And I think that kind of would be a good thing for him because he knows how to be successful. And I feel like he's just waiting for that chance to be successful, personally. Because I like Baron a lot, personally.
Yeah, and also not being a dick helps. That helps a
But
lot.
but that's part of his character, though. That's part of him being a heel. You think he's a dick, thus,
No, I don't think he's a dick. I know he's a dick.
thus heel. Bear ran. Okay, it just doesn't work the same way.
It doesn't work with anybody else but Eli Drake. And that's not an insult. That's just a fact
That
of
is
life.
a fact.
God, they need to put that on a t-shirt. Unless they already have. I haven't checked TNA's website in a long time. Anyway, so yeah, Baron Corbin being a dick, we went over that. He's a dick. I'm sorry. He does have that it factor, but he's also a douche. And just saying. I mean, Mojo Rawley tried to be a friend, tried to be a cool guy, and anyway. Next, the NXT stars and coaches go to the Waverly Hill Sanatorium. If you don't know what that is, it's basically it's supposed to be one of the most haunted places in America. I know I've seen a lot of specials on it, especially around Halloween. They do all the investigations, the paranormal investigations, and things like that. Which I'm always interested in and stuff like that. But so they go there and for a little bit of a tour. Jason Jordan was about to piss his pants before they even got off the bus. Man, he was terrified. I was like, come on, man. So they went on the tour. The cameras kept going in and out. I don't know if that was like actually happening at the sanatorium, or if that was WWE making a stupid edit to make you think, oh, it's haunted, oh, blah, blah, blah. Because I could see WWE doing that. And I feel like that was just WWE doing that. But any thoughts on your boy being afraid of ghosts?
That WWE was just trying to give you a feel for it, give you a feel for what they were feeling. It was just a thing they wanted you to experience what the superstars was experiencing and such. But yeah, Jason Jordan was um, he was a little scared, just a little bit, just a smidge. He went in there, he was like, he was real scared, man. I thought it was kind of cool because it was one of those things where we got to see what they do on their downtime again, which you don't really think about a lot. You don't think about them having a lot of downtime in general. So, to kind of see what they kind of get to see was really cool. I don't get the edits. I don't. I was just saying, maybe they want this to experience what they're experiencing. But I don't know. It was kind of weird. Like I do feel like the camera work in this segment, I guess we can call it, was kind of weird. Just like how it would go in and out, and the camera work just in this entire show. I don't know if you felt this way, but like it was just weird. It was like the video hadn't fully rendered or something because it was like off by a little bit at times. Like the camera would move over and it was off a little bit or something like that. I don't know what happened there, but it was kind of weird. But you know, you know, this was definitely an intriguing experience
It
with the
was.
ghosts.
It certainly was. Um, Next, Baron Corbin and his friend Danny. Guy's name's Danny. Hi, Danny. How you doing? Who apparently doesn't think Baron is a dick. Go to sort of a kind of an oddities shop that sells weird stuff. Oddities, obviously. In Nashville, which was kind of cool. It would be cool to go to a shop like that. I wouldn't necessarily buy anything like they did. But I mean, hey, if you got $125 to drop on part of a cat skull, I mean, hey, you go for it. You go for it. Um, any thoughts on this? Anything you wanted to buy in that shop? Is there anything at all?
No, there was not one thing in that shop that I would spend money on. Not one thing. I mean, it might have been cool to go in the shop just because it was, different, unique, I guess you could call it. But no, I don't want pieces of brain and skull and a piece of somebody's toenail from 1965. No, I just don't. It's just a personal thing, Baron. That's what you into. More power to you. But no, it was cool though. It was kind of a cool little shop they went into. Oh, it was kind of a cool little shop they went into there. But saw a nice RKO from 2011. But it was a nice shop that they went into. But not my thing personally. Just personally, just personal thing. I'm I'm actually surprised that a lot more of these wrestlers don't go to like clubs, like normal places. Like they go to some of the oddest places I've ever seen. And I know some of them are like foreign people and whatnot, but I'm like, none of these guys are going to bars, clubs, nothing. Like nothing. I mean, and maybe they go, but the cameras are restricted in those areas or something. You never know. That might be what it is, but
Oh, it's WWE. They can go anywhere. They can go anywhere. But anyway, so the next segment, we go back to Love Preet. I love that name, Love Preet. Back in Orlando, kind of trying to work on basically the language barrier in promo class. I felt like it did need some work, but I really liked the promo that he gave. I felt like it was actually really good. It was better than a lot of some of the other guys do. Obviously it did need work. It needed to flow a little bit better. Maybe a little bit of different word usage, but again, the language barrier, he has to kind of learn more and get used to it. But I also like that my boy Sami Zayn was there. Yeah, that's right. I guess they had him kind of, helping coach the promo class. He gave Lovepreet a lot of good tips and advice, which was cool. Any thoughts on this promo class or his promo or my boy Sami Zayn?
yeah, I thought it's cool to see Sami Zayn, anywhere near a ring, is always nice. But I like this guy a lot. I mean, I think there's just one thing he's missing. And I ain't talking about the shake or nothing. He just needs to add in a little. I like to dance. I like to fight. I like to fun. That's all we need from this guy for him to be complete. But in all seriousness, though, I really did like I like the promo. I like the style of promo, the intensity of the promo. Even with the language barrier that we talk about, even with the barrier, I thought it sounded pretty good. I thought he was pretty on. You don't have to understand him to know he's gonna, he gonna come in there and he gonna work you real quick. He probably won't do any of this, but maybe.
I don't know what this is. I don't. Is he playing like patty cake? What is this? I don't.
He in his fighting stance right now. Y'all see it? You got to keep the hands moving so they don't know which one is coming. You got to do a little jerk real quick so they might think it's coming and ain't coming yet.
All right. The DJ Beal School of Fighting is now in session. So next, they showed some highlights from the show in Nashville. Again, a show they could have had on the network in its entirety. They could have. Looked like a good show, but we don't get to see the whole thing. And of course, the trend continues. John Cena hurt Sami Zayn, and the red-haired bimbo hurt Carmella. Yep, the trend continues. Thoughts on this last segment of the show?
First off, I just read on TNA's shop website. It's time to celebrating the holidays. No, no, no. No, please. But I don't think she hurt her. Carmella shouldn't have went out there sick. She knew she was gonna have a stuffy head, and she knew any small little bump would rattle her brains. So it's Carmella's fault. Carmella's fault, darn it. And we're gonna see in the next episode. I'm gonna be proven right. And we're gonna have some apologies from every fan out there blaming Eva, because it ain't Eva's fault, man. Give Eva a chance. Hashtag winner. Hashtag Eva for champ. Um, but yeah, I don't really know what happened there. It kind of, the kick looked a little stiff. It did. It looked a little on the stiffy iffy side of the head of Carmella. Um, I hope, I'm sure she's okay. I think we saw her on NXT recently, so I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure she just got a little rattled. Um, you know, I am glad that Eva Marie, is coming back to work on her skills and such. I'm excited. But Carmella's gonna be fine. Let's be honest. Come on, let's be real.
Well, yeah, she gonna be fine. She gonna be fine after they fine Eva Marie for injuring one of the top women in NXT. You know, but Big Cass. I mean, he didn't look too concerned about his girlfriend. He looked a little bit concerned, but like he didn't get up. He didn't, run out to the ring, be like, "Baby, you okay?" No, no.
Baby, come here, girl. What's wrong with you?
Carmella, if you need a different man that's gonna be by your side, I'm single. And I don't make nearly as much as him, and I'm not as tall as him. But like, if you like short guys, I'm your man. I mean, unless my girl Alexa's available, then you both can share. But anyway, that was my trying to hook up with WWE divas for the episode. I think that's something I'm gonna do for every episode. Just try to hook up with a WWE diva, and maybe they'll actually watch. Probably not. So it's a waste of time. But this has been Breaking Ground. So yeah, the show ends after Eva Marie hurts Carmella, injuring her, risking her life and career. She could have gotten a concussion, which, if you have seen anything from the NFL, concussions are very dangerous things. She got to go through all the concussion protocol now. She is not getting the money that she needs right now to support herself, and it is all Eva Marie's fault. It is all Eva Marie's fault. Any last thoughts before we close on another week of Breaking Ground?
First off, Kelly just my screen. Sorry. Little not focused. No, I'm excited for Breaking Ground next week. I think it should be pretty good. It's been a pretty good show so far. I hope they keep the schedule with it. I hope they just keep it going. There's always backstage stuff going on in WWE. So I'm really excited, more so for this stuff. I kind of hope they move it up to the main roster, especially when like Rumble comes around. More so WrestleMania than anything. Because even the little Roman Reigns WWE 24 thing they did with WrestleMania was really cool. So maybe they'll like even move this up a little bit to the main roster, especially around WrestleMania time, because I know everybody's they're nervous and they're excited and they're bringing their families in and getting ready for WrestleMania. So I think this could be something they could evolve later. One more thing while we're on talking about the network and WrestleMania and stuff. The WWE Network needs a playlist feature. I told Casey about this yesterday, or a couple of days ago, whenever it was. They need a playlist feature So I can throw in, TLC 2011, WrestleMania 30, WrestleMania 29, WrestleMania 27, and then throw in a random Monday Nitro, and then ECW Hardcore TV, and I can play it. And then if I fall asleep, it'll be still playing my playlist. That would be great because some of the live stuff they put on is just redundant. I'm tired of watching the Monday Night Wars. I've watched it 8 million times. I loved it. I love the documentary series. It's really good. But why aren't they showing old TLC? So I got into a little rant about the WWE Network and things that it needs. It's good. I like my $9.99 and where it's going. But
I like that I can watch WWE programming and not see John Cena. So that is worth my $9.99.
you could also watch Beth Phoenix versus Kelly Kelly.
I could watch anybody versus Kelly Kelly. I could watch Kelly Kelly versus Kelly Kelly.
Kelly Kelly versus Kelly Kelly.
Kelly 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 Kelly.
Imagine Kelly Kelly versus Alexa Bliss. Just imagine that. Just imagine. Like, can we do that? Can they bring her back just so we can see that match? WrestleMania 32. Come on, WWE. Listen to your fans.
Yeah. Yes, please. Anyway, yeah, that was Breaking Ground, and I'm gonna go watch the network and watch some Kelly Kelly and some Alexa Bliss with two different. I don't know. Can I be on the TV and on my computer? Because then I could watch a Kelly Kelly match, and I can watch an Alexa Bliss match at the same time, and kind of situate the laptop in front of the TV so it looks like they're wrestling each other. Maybe not. But yeah, we will see you. We have everything done this week. It's weird. We usually don't have videos done until we have last week's videos done. We usually don't have them done until Thursday, and then we have to do more videos. And we're getting better at this. We are getting better at this whole podcast thing. We're not though. We're really not. But we will see you on the flippity dippity.